Welcome, I am Ryan from Arab Business Club, a platform for professional and business leaders worldwide. Visit www.arabbusinessclub.org. To the headlines. Dubai to host Forbes Global CEO Conference 2012. Qatar's Barwa reports 51% rise in H1 net profit. Saudi banks poised for better results this year. Abu Dhabi brokerage sees great potential in Russia. Bahrain Islamic Bank soars on merger plans with Al Salam Bank. Kuwait budget surplus may reach $42 BLN this year. To the details. Dubai to host Forbes Global CEO Conference 2012. The 12th session of the Forbes Global CEO Conference will be held in Dubai next year, the Forbes World Publishing Foundation has announced. Launched in 2001, the conference is one of the most prominent events on the agenda of the international business as it brings together the most successful businessmen, corporate executives, international institutions, heads of emerging companies and financial managers and experts. Under an agreement signed by Ahmed Abdullah Al Sheikh, Director of the Media Office of the Government of Dubai and Chairman of Falcon Company, and William Adamopoulos, President and Publisher of Forbes Asia magazine, the conference will be held in October 2012. Since its establishment, the conference has been held in a number of major international cities such as Hong Kong, Shanghai, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur and Sydney. Qatar's Barwa reports 51% rise in H1 net profit. Qatari property developer Barwa Real Estate has posted a 51% rise in first-half net profit to QR 752.51 M due to gains from sale of property and subsidiaries and higher growth and rents and income from consultancy, Gulf Times has reported. The company's revenue from property rose almost five-fold to QR 539 M, $148 meters, with further gains from the sale of Park House Limited, a subsidiary, for QR 410.89 M, $112.8 meters, to an unnamed buyer. Rental income leapt from QR 135 M, $37 meters, to QR 347 M, $95.3 meters, to cover a rise in total expenses and losses. Abu Dhabi brokerage sees great potential in Russia. A team from ADS Securities, the Abu Dhabi-based brokerage and trade services provider, is in Moscow attending Achi Russia Dealers Day, a high-profile event that brings together FX and financial services professionals in the Russian capital. ADS Securities, which recently launched used/rub products on its ADS Trader platform, is confident that Russia will become another important international market for its FX offerings. Bahrain Islamic Bank soars on merger plans with Al Salam Bank. The Bahrain Boursa's benchmark index BASI dipped 0.06% to 1,266.22 points. Shares of Bahrain Islamic Bank, BIB, jumped 2.06% to reach BD 0.99. BIB is in talks with Al Salam Bank to merge in order to establish the largest Sharia-compliant bank in the kingdom. Earlier in the day it was revealed that French bank Crédit Agricole would shut down its Bahrain offices and shift 65 staff to Dubai. Shares of Bahrain Telecom ended down 1%, closing at BD 0.406. Kuwait budget surplus may reach $42 BLN this year. Kuwait may post a budget surplus of as much as $11.4 billion, $41.8 billion, based on projections that average oil prices will be between $104 and $112 a barrel for the whole of this fiscal year, the National Bank of Kuwait, NBK, said. The government is projecting a budget deficit of $6 billion in the current fiscal year, which ends on March 31st. Based on an oil price of $60 a barrel. Spending is forecast at $19.4 billion, the highest in Kuwait's history, and revenue at $13.5 billion. If, as we expect, spending comes in at 5 to 10% below the government's forecast, the budget could see a surplus of between $7.3 billion and $11.4 billion. The country's largest commercial bank forecast in an emailed report today. NBK's estimates are before the allocation of 10% of revenue in the reserve fund for future generations is required by law. If the bank's estimates are correct, this would be the state's 13th successive budget surplus, according to the report. Crude for September delivery was trading at $86.96 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange at 2:00 p.m. in Kuwait. Kuwait's budget surplus reached a record of $5.3 billion in the last fiscal year. Income was $21.5 billion, more than double projections, while spending was $16.2 billion, or 7% lower than estimates, according to final data posted on the Finance Ministry website on August 11th. Kuwait is the fourth biggest producer, along with the United Arab Emirates and the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, and pumped 2.5 million barrels a day last June, according to Bloomberg data. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to visit www.airbusinessclub.org